Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Marianne and you are watching Marianne's Mystic Mentions. I am going to be reading for the sign Aries, and that can be the moon, the sun, the rising, ascendant. I would definitely say Venus and Mercury because I am reading for the sign of Aries, and Aries, Venus goes into your sign in May. So it's really going to be beautiful. It's always a very loving and I would say sensual, exciting, passionate time with that beautiful, beautiful planet of Venus. You know, it just kind of trips through the different signs. Venus was retrograde for way too long, in my opinion, with the shadow aspects on both sides. But that's been done. I guess it'll officially be out of the shadow period of the retrograde of Venus. I want to say, I think it was the 14th of May. But heck, it's been building, it's been growing. I'm wearing the red for you. The red represents color and energy, and I'm all about that. I'm wearing my special sweater for you, Aries. I bet you look great in red. What do you think? I know a lot of Aries. It just suits them to a T. You are ruled by Mars. This is a very fiery, it literally is red or a tint of that. And when it's in the night sky and it's visible, and you can find out when that is, just click on Google and ask. You can see the difference in color. It's also extremely, you know, like it's the warrior planet, and it's combative, and it's, you know, it can be aggressive, absolutely, but it's power and it's strength. And you, Aries, are the first sign of the zodiac. You are the leader. You are the cardinal sign that ushers in spring. Thank goodness for spring. And it almost feels now like, certainly this week, as May enters into the scene, that we're going to have sun, like it is spring, because it's been off and on. And I know that brings the flowers, which I love. But this is about you, and I'm going to keep it pretty concise. So let's get on with your readings, shall we? A few things I do want to mention. I always have somewhat of a ritual that I do for those that are new. I'm an intuitive reader. I do get channeling, and I do have psychic hits and insights that I will bring up during the reading that may be specifically for you, or maybe not at all. I can never really say, nothing is absolute. This is a general reading, but I do change the decks every month. And so this month I got this deck probably, yeah, it's about almost a decade ago in a beautiful spiritual shop in San Francisco. And I love the outside because it reminds me of the infinity symbol, the everlasting, ever, never-ending, infinite, world, and the fact that we're a part of that and our spirits are, and it just goes on and on. You know, there's no limits. I love it. And I love the illustration too. I hope you liked it as well. I definitely am going to check the chakra check for the month. And this is something Spirit wants us to be aware of. Our chakra centers, if you've never heard of that, which I'm pretty sure most of you have in passing or whatnot, it is the energy centers that are in our bodies, and they help to create the most efficient and powerful and, you know, best versions of ourselves. Okay, I'm going to put it as simple as I can. When for some reason they are a little blocked or stifled and so forth, that they're not utilizing their full potential, right? These beautiful cards that I had gotten a long time ago, which represent the 8 chakras, from the base chakra to the crown and then upward, one more, we're all connected, the all omnipotent chakra. It has a beautiful saying on the card, and I find when I do my little meditation every day, I bless every single chakra to keep it in full, you know, vitality mode, okay, to be, like I said, my best version. So yeah, it helps to do that. I call it like a mantra. You can use your own way of doing it, and it doesn't mean this particular message for me is that anything's wrong with this particular chakra, but notice it is on the crown chakra, which was from the collective reading I did yesterday. If you have not had a chance to watch that, please do. It's general. I do go a little more into depth with the astrology, which I will not do in the monthlies as much now. But I will mention the lunations and a couple things that I think are pertinent for you and each sign, actually. So I'm just shuffling behind my back. There aren't that many, as you saw. I'll be curious to see what the predominance of the chakras are for the month of May, because there was a lot of repeats in April, and a lot of it had to do with our higher power and our ability to really sense and to feel and to be in touch with that. So for you, for the month, oh, you got the heart. You've got the heart. I love that. The heart is one of the strongest muscles in our body. It also is the most intuitive. It truly is. When you really want to know something, you need to be quiet and still, because those small voices are the ones that are actually leading us. They don't have to yell and shout and have bells and whistles sometimes. It's in the most whisper that things could be illuminated for us and the messages come through. But the heart chakra is basically what it says. It's our vital organ, you know, and it has such resilience, right? And it can be hurt and still recover. And much more can be said about that, which I will mention to you now. And the saying for this, the fourth chakra, divine love fills my heart. I hear the song of the universe, the one song that is mine to sing in this life. I am whole. I am healed. I receive and radiate loving kindness. And just know that, feel that, and know that every one of us is worthy of that. And I know that you can be incredibly passionate, Aries, and I think that when you give your very, very all as well. I've known a lot of Aries. I do have a moon placement of Aries. That's my deepest feelings and sensitivities, and I'm happy about that. You know, I'm happy and proud that I have that energy with me, because I'll tell you what, Mars was retrograde for so long. You're really in planet Aries. It started really in November because of the shadow period. Then it went retrograde in December into Leo, into Cancer, back forward into Cancer, and now it is in Leo again. And this is so beautiful because it's the power, it's the confidence, it's being seen, it's having fun, it's being heard. You love all of this. You actually, as the first sign, you are just a born leader. Okay, and your heart is huge. It's very, very big. You like to help people. You like to be in charge. You like to demonstrate, teach, and so on and so forth. This is beautiful. It's a great thing for May because of having Venus in your sign as well. And that's certainly heart-centered. Now, it could definitely be romance, and I think a lot of you it is. But of course, it's not only romance. It's love of all forms and all types, right? And definitely that self-love and that reminding yourself of how important you really are, and you deserve everything, and you are enough, and all those wonderful self-talk kind of mantras you can say to yourself that really will lift you up. So yeah, we've gotten this energy going forward. It's beautiful. I like to also combine the chakra and the crystals that work together, of course, and they help to add even more energies for the proper reasons. There's so many types. They're so beautiful. I'm surrounded with my amethyst that I love dearly and I always have in my pocket. It's great for enhancing our spirituality, our psychic abilities. It's great for protection, and it's great for dreams and healing. And by the way, I wanted to say something. I knew I did. The last couple of days of April, we had a beautiful meeting, I'll say, for those that aren't, I'm not going to get too involved with astrology, but conjunction is one word to put it, and trine, which is when it's positive. And it's had the combination of Pluto, which is the depth of us and the way that we want to transform and the way we kind of almost beat ourselves up, but we do it in order to just be and understand and be truthful and allow things to unfold in the best possible way, right? We delve deep. We had Chiron, which has been in your sign, Aries, for quite some time. I can't tell you exactly how much, but a long time. It's a slowly moving outer planet. And it's the healing, the planet of, wounds and the healing of wounds. And that's the combination that happened for you at the earlier part between Saturn and I think it was Pluto and Chiron. It was a beautiful understanding of like things that have been hard or hurtful and that sort of thing. My gosh, there's just been so many things happening with the delays and the postponements and the conversations and the eclipses that you finished your final eclipse in, when was that, March 29th? February 29th, I believe. I'm losing track because it's gone so fast. Forgive me if it is March. I wouldn't be surprised. It's gone so slow and so fast at the same time. So anyway, I'm going to put in this, the appropriate, actually it's already there. No, it's not. I'm lying. The one for the heart crystal. And that is a beautiful one. And it is known as the green avertine. The words associated with this, once again, in this beautiful crystal is green avertine. 1, I attract abundance by holding a deep love and trust for myself and the universe. Love is the answer. You just cannot go wrong. Forgiveness and love, those two go hand in hand, and boy, you feel better. You just do. And that's exactly what I'm feeling for you. But we'll see what the cards have to say. For me, I just know that there's forward movement, motion. All of the planets are going direct. And it just, you probably are noticing it, but it's only going to build. And by the way, that'll be through June. What am I trying to say? No, actually, Mars is in Leo, your fellow fire sign, like I said, is going to be, and it's so good for you. It's so perfect. Because you have that beautiful fundamental agreeing understanding between the two of you, and the passion and just this drive, like I said. But all planets except for Pluto actually will be direct till, I guess, the shadow period starts the next Mercury retrograde. We're not going to talk about that, though. Nope. But the Pluto, I mean, that's important. I just mentioned it. It's when it's, our deepest things, our deepest desires, when anything is retrograde planet-wise, it's when it's time to go inward more. It's not an outward situation. It's like, what are we doing in here to make that out there best? Okay, I hope that makes sense. Isn't that a gorgeous, beautiful crystal? So I'll wear that to infuse the reading, and it'll be straight from my heart. I have shuffled the cards and blessed them. And I just want to say that in addition to the tarot, I will be pulling a few of the oracle messages, and then we'll just send you on your beautiful way, okay? Because it's already feeling, like I said, amazing, but there's some really tasty, choice things. And I will mention the 2 lunations. There's the full moon in Scorpio happening on the 12th of May, and the new moon in Gemini happening on the 26th, which then is actually the season of Gemini. So we've got, we start out with Taurus season. Happy birthday to all your friends, Aries, that are Taurus. And maybe you have Taurus placements. Grounded, kind of mellow, like, let's take it in. Let's go out and enjoy nature. Let's go on a vacation. What do you say? I'm going on one. I hope you are too. I pray you are. So I'm going to set this up for you. This is going to be the 6-card spread, past, present, and future, with a clarification. And then, like I said, an oracle or 2 to finish your reading. All right? So with deep heart and love, I will read to you basically what's being said for you. And what the first card is the recent past. And you have the 2 of Pentacles. So, interesting. Pentacles, of course, being Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And we are absolutely in the... the energy is leaving, but the messages continue on after these eclipses that ended. But it's still very strong until the next set of them, which is starting in September. They're 6 months apart. The North Node is in Pisces. The South Node is in Virgo. So that's also relevant to this. This shows your capability of balancing anything that life has to throw at you and doing extremely well at it. And I would say, for the most part, most of the readings I've done, my own personal life, there's been a lot of that. There's been a lot of that, and just outside things that I didn't see coming, but I had to be aware of because of where I work and the influences that happen when you're amidst things, out of your control. You got this. I like it a lot. It could mean you have 2 opportunities and streams of income that could be coming in for you and the balancing of that. or the decision as to how you're going to invest it. There's a plethora of different things that it could mean. But I like this because it shows me that you're on the ball and you know how to utilize the importance of what finances and money mean to you in your life and your work and all the things that are on the earthly plane. Taurus, once again, in Taurus season, those will come to light when that energy is profoundly, notable for all of us. To clarify that, which is beautiful, we have the 9 of Cups. Well, this is wishes fulfilled. There's only one more cup, Aries, that requires the ultimate, right? But this is absolutely beautiful. This is a 9-year completion, endings, new beginnings. I will not go into it now, but trust me, you in particular are high up there as far as relevance and attention for the changes that will occur for you with the planetary changes happening after hundreds of years, literally. Neptune went into your sign, a week or so ago? It'll go back into Pisces the latter part of the last quarter of the year, back into your sign for 14 years. It's a very slow-moving planet. It doesn't enter into your life many times, but this particular incident with it entering into Aries, meaning Neptune, forgive me, the last time was 150 years ago. This has never happened. Neptune is all about dreams and imagination and creativity and all that. And that was great in a lot of ways. It fit, and it's known as the more modern planet that rules Pisces. You're more of a go-getter, doer, kind of like, I like to think, I like to dream, of course. I mean, who doesn't? And you're probably very spiritual in your own right. But I believe, and you can come back and let me know, but during these 14 years, Aries, I think you may have a very vast, notable change in your spirituality. You might want to come and watch my channel more. Who knows? Anything's possible. And I hope that's true. But seriously, though, the cups are our emotions, they're our creativity, they're everything. Pisces, as I said, is in the North Node, a water sign, right? Very much about imagination and creativity and spirituality to the nth degree. Romance, love, empathy, compassion, caring, loving everything and everyone and wanting the best. That kind of beautiful, historically ruled Jupiter energy that can affect all of us. So this is absolutely beautiful. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. That's recent coming into the present. And for the present, you have the Queen of Wands. Whoa, there you are. And don't take this as meaning necessarily a girl or boy or female or male. It's feminine versus masculine energy. And there's been a lot of masculine energy, and there will be with Mars and Leo, which is definitely masculine. And then even with Venus, the most feminine planet possible in your sign, starting on the 4th of May, Aries, because your Mars and it's Venus. You know that book from yours, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, the complete polar oppositions, but it does bring out the softness. Come on now, we want to be in touch with that. It's just essential. And we all have that. So this is pointing to that, but the wands are they just point their wand. They have this incredible drive and power and spirit to accomplish, to manifest. And there isn't much that stops you. And I really feel this is exactly how you're going to feel, particularly with the help of all the energies moving forward, like I said. Absolutely love that. This is happening in this present time. Then, oh my God, you're going to love this so much. I love it for you. So to clarify that and your ability to just create and solidify and make happen, you've got the 10 of Cups. You started in your recent past with the 9, and you reached the 10 because you didn't give up. Because yes, there were delays. Yes, there were disappointments. Yes, that's going to happen in everyone's life. But that you're not a sign that tends to dwell in that. You just like that sucked, and let's keep it moving. And look what you did. look what you've done, and look at how this is going to be very relevant for, you know, having Venus in your sign. Oh, and Mercury. Oh my gosh, Mercury, the planet of communication, where you can speak and be heard and understood after the retrograde of Mercury and after all the confusion. It's so beautiful and perfect. And my gosh, you deserve it. So I love that as well. The future, my goodness, does this. I don't care. I knew it. I felt it. And Nine of Pentacles, the most very independent card, but just feeling completely abundant. You work hard, you receive the gifts for your troubles. These are the Pentacles once again. Your garden is lush. I mean, it is that time. You might have planted a bunch of stuff. You don't really do anything small, Aries, to be honest. I mean, it's always kind of the best quality, and you know, it's you think of quality, not quantity, right? So that's always a good sign. I'm saying that also because my dad was an Aries, and he was always that way, and he had the best, but he also had it for the longest because, you know, he didn't have to keep buying stuff. It was good to start. You keep it up, it's going to last. So I love that for you. And it's just knowing that you made this happen. It's very, very clear. It's very much of an entrepreneurial card, branching out on your own, you know, and coming up with all sorts of ideas and streams of income and so forth and so on. Absolutely love it. Your clarification for this, though, is the Nine of Wands. Okay, with all of this comes a lot of responsibility. And it hasn't been easy, you know, and I think you're realizing, you know, I'm not giving up. That's for darn sure. I'm hanging in there. I think the worst is over for you, Aries. I think you're just this close to just like, there's usually a depiction with the Rider-Waite-Smith of the wands and all, but really like this bandage, like the person has gone through a lot, maybe even health-wise. There's been a little bit of struggles. Nothing too severe, but questionable. Making sure you get all your appointments. I'm not a doctor, of course. This is just, you're feeling good because you made that happen. You paid attention and you listened to the signs. And with Neptune in your sign, you're going to be more psychic and more intuitive as well. Not that you weren't. It's just going to enhance that. And you're only being guided for your highest good ever. So this is amazing. And there's 2 9s. We're in a 9-year. That's a year of completion and beginning and just beautiful. That's 3 9s. That's 27. Yeah, equaling 9. So there's beautiful, beautiful energy for you this month, as I mentioned. Let's go on to the Oracle, which I love, is the Wisdom of the Oracle. It's short and sweet. We'll pull out 2 or 3 here for you. Once again, just to firm up everything that's been spoken about, and maybe some more information coming through as well. I do appreciate you coming here. I know you have lots to do. We all do, and trying to fit it in sometimes is impossible. But if you like what you have heard, I would love for you to please like. There's a little like button somewhere. And definitely subscribe. I mean, subscribing is the best thing you can do. It's so supportive, and YouTube needs to see that for me to be able to continue and to grow. And that is my motto. That is my goal. I'm wanting to reach the 500, of course. That's about, what, 60, 70 subscriptions away. It's not that far. May, right? That's my goal. May is the goal. And my Arian, you know, moon is determined as well, like you. So we have 3 messages. The Observer. I like that a lot because a lot of times when you're just sitting back and watching, we can learn so much. And there's been a lot of retrogrades where we've been introspective. So that probably was happening anyway. And you're feeling a lot more confident and maybe really understanding where other people's points of view are coming from, even when they're not your own, right? And knowing to kind of be, you know, a bystander with a lot of the energies that are happening, and still will be. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to stop per se, but it can be, I think, calmer, certainly in the first half of this month of May, okay? And that's really up to you. Then we have co-create. Yes, Co-create to your heart's desires. We're co-creating at every moment with the universe. There's no separation there, and I mentioned that, and I tend to even forget myself, like I'm saying, and I talk to myself in ways that make it seem like it's me against the world. It's not. It's we. It always has been, and we are as much a part of all of it as anybody, and therefore we need to feel and understand that the co-creation can bring about some incredible epiphanies and relationships and partnerships for you. So I'm excited about that. Please let me know. That's 40, and that's stability. This is 49, which is what, 13, which equals 4. Yeah, 2 4s, stability, fantastic, necessary, right? After the chaotic aspects of the first half of the year almost. And then by the book. And that's 11, and that's 2 for partners. Sometimes, as boring as it may be, it's good to do things just right, just so. If it's ever come back and they say, but what about this and that? You can say, I wrote it down. I followed exactly what I was asked to do, or what I chose to do. And, you don't have to explain anymore. It's just sometimes the way things need to be done, right? Oh, wouldn't that be nice if everybody did things by the book sometimes? But either way, I absolutely love this. I love this month for you. I mentioned that from the get-go, and I really appreciate you so much. Enjoy every part of it. Enjoy the Memorial Day at the end of it, and just know that I'm here for you every week and every month. Love to see you in June. Love to see you on Mondays, okay? Thanks so much. Take great care. Bye for now.